Hello, YouTube. Wow. When I was checking out this image, look at this. Look at when you get to the date. Whoa, yeah. When I was looking at this image, I was like, what is this? Is this any good? Is this just another like thrown together image? And whew, gotta check this one out. I know I say that a lot, but I'm always impressed. I don't know if this particular person is just totally about it. I don't even know. Whether you like Back to the Future or not, whether you like the Sinden Light Gun or not, whether you like homebrews and hacks, whether you like just a straight kind of Pollock all over the place image, it's got all that and more. And really cool. I mean, this is what makes this community so great. Is just that it even has adult content. I mean, this is what makes the community so great is whatever your flavor is, whatever you seek out, you can find. And this image does not disappoint. A homebrew category, a Back to the Future category. I talked about the adult category, huge arcade set, huge Final Burn Alpha set, and then all the way up to Dreamcast. It even has those little collections where it's done by year and a laser disc, a lot of little obscure things. Look at this. Look at this over here. If you go over, it tells you when there's a keyboard required. Like, how cool is that custom artwork? Now, some of you might be saying, well, this is just Photoshop. It's a filter on Photoshop. That may be, but he's got it. Whoever made this image, he's got it set up for every particular system. All games, by the way, everyone was wondering, some people saw this on Arcade Punks where you can get it. This is a 512 gigabyte image, by the way. It's rocking like 18,000 18,013 games. Whew. That's a mouthful right there. Translations. Look at these light gun games. I told you, light gun. It's got the Sinden Light Gun drivers pre-installed for you all. You all know I like the Sinden Light Gun. But if you also have other light guns, you can easily set this up. It's got all the good games. It even has Point Blank 2, Police Trainer. I mean, these are games that a lot of people don't put. They don't put it on their images, and this is it. So whether you're into light guns, like I said, homebrew, hacks, Back to the Future, adult content, or even just some other console, Nintendo 64, there's like 60 games or so. It's not the end-all, be-all image, but I was pleasantly surprised with this one. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So starting with the MAME games, let's see how many we have. It's got them all. It's got a huge MAME set. No, this is not the MAME set. This is arcade classics, if you will. It's only $235. Adult games you have, I'm not going to show you this for YouTube, $232, but it's got all those like Majule games and those pinball games where like as you play, there's, some things. Back to the Future Collection, 5 different games. You got homebrews. You got 280 different homebrews. Hacks, you've got 715 with all kinds of systems. A lot of arcade hacks as well, which is welcomed. Light gun, as I mentioned, really good light gun games too, 70. Translations, you have 388. Let's go check out his favorites. This is something I haven't played around with much. So far, I've just been kind of playing some games. It does come with some video snaps. As far as the actual user interface here, some games have video snaps. Some games like this one, no video snap, right? No video snap. Oh, I went over. Let's keep going. Heavy metal. So this one has a video snap. So like I said, it's kind of interesting in that regard that it's not perfect. So do keep that in mind. Simpsons, Treehouse of Horror. They even have open board games on here. Pretty nice. Open board, Naomi, Atomic Wave, Sega Saturn, PSP Minis, PSP. It's got it all. We're going to go look at it. Last played. I've been playing some games. 3DO. What do we got? We got quite a few, actually. Let's see really quick. 20 games. That's pretty good. The problem with 3DO is you do get some, graphical glitches. Demolition Man's on here. Wow, that's pretty cool. And the games are just so, there's some games like I might just pull down this image to grab some of these ROMs because there are Adventure Game Studio, mouse required, 41 games. So I have not played many of these games. These are games I've never checked out before. I need to check them out. So no video snaps, nothing, but they're there. The ROMs are there. American Laser Disc. These are those, you've seen me play this on this channel before, like Drug Wars is one of my favorites. Where's Drug Wars? Drug Wars. and you've seen me play. It's like a live action game with your light gun. It's pretty cool. But some really cool games there. Amiga, we got 97. Amiga CD 32. We got 133. CPC 509. Apple II 35. MAME, Lost for All Time. Okay, here you go. Here's the majority of your MAME games. I thought we looked at that earlier. 74, 62. Everything from Mortal Kombat to Michael Jackson's Moonwalker has them all. So this one is alternative reality. I'm curious what the difference. I don't know. Can somebody tell me what the difference between this MAME collection and this MAME collection is? That's some sort of collection. The other one, I'm not sure exactly what that is, like arcade classics kind of thing. But here's all your MAME games: 74, 62, 2600, 118, 5200, 135, 7800, 197, 800, 511, Atari Lynx. Has all the Ataris, 88, Atari ST, 167, Atari XE even. Oh my goodness, 28 games. Jaguar, 36. Astrocade, another system I'm not too familiar with. Maybe before my time, it looks like. Pretty cool. Arcadia 2001 from Emerson, 47 games. MAME, Atomic Wave, so more arcade games, Atomic Wave system. I do not believe that this is overclocked to start, and you can absolutely overclock to get a lot of those games working. Commodore 64, 47, Channel F, 37, Philips CDI, 85, Tandy, 50 games. So another system I don't see a lot of people using, ColecoVision, 73, Creative Vision, 17. Pretty cool. Some Pac-Man, things like that. Daphne. What does this image not have? The only thing I've noticed so far that this image does not have, wow, really nice Daphne collection. The only thing I've noticed that this image doesn't have is complete sets for some of the more advanced systems, because it's running against probably space at that point, like PSP games and Dreamcast games. Like Dreamcast, there's only 20 games, right? You can, but look at the games this person chose: Blue Stinger, Chess, Zombie Revenge. Again, you know, if I was to critique this image, some games have video snaps and some games don't. Now, like I've been saying, 49 family computer games. So FBA, these are all yours. CPS 1, CPS 2 games and more. All of that's on there, no problem. Family computer disk system. That's what I say. My only complaint with it, 49 Game & Watch, is that, you know, there's some little detail. Like, that's the thing, is, do I use the word details? Because I mean, this look at all these details in the front end here. So many details. But like, as far as just like a proofreader, this image could use a proofreader. Someone to just proofread and go back through and double check some things. But other than that, Jesus. And if we're not religious, oh boy, oh man. Game Boy 276, Game Boy Advanced. See, only 120 Game Boy Advance. Like, this is a system that has 1,000 games. So that's, yeah, I'm totally fine with that. It's not, so this image is not a end-all, be-all, every single game. It's very selective. And I mean, this is unique. Okay, that's what I gotta say about this one. It's unique. Kodi, you got Pixel Desktop, Steam, which is a Steam. It allows you to run Steam on your computer and stream it. Sega Mark III, 9058. Sega Master System, 45. Like, system-wise, this thing's got to have, like, what, 30, 40 systems on it? Mega Drive, 72. Mega Drive, another one? What's the difference between this Mega Drive and that Mega Drive? Maybe different. Oh, I think it's, one's Japanese, yeah. And one's, like, US, UK. So one's, like, MSX. What much do we have here? 645 MSX2, 198 MSX2 Plus, 61 Naomi. Here we go. 107. Jesus, That's pretty good. That's making up your Dreamcast there. You might have been watching earlier. For those of you that stopped watching the video, shame on you. For those of you that made it through, you're like, oh, okay. Okay, that's where the Dreamcast games are. That's where the titles are. Marvel Capcom 2. Okay, nice. Unlocked and New Ages of Heroes. Outrigger, Power Stone 1 and 2. And I have to say, I like it. I like putting this in Naomi versus putting it in the Dreamcast. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now the 512 gigabytes is making some sense over here. Zombie Revenge. Nintendo 64, now not a lot of games here, 56 compared to like the 300 that you can normally get. But again, some pretty cool games. You'll see me play some games later. The thing with Nintendo 64 is a lot of the games will lag in the menu. And then once you actually start playing the games, they're actually not too bad. Nintendo DS 32. Not bad. I like this. Most people just totally don't even recognize Nintendo DS because of the screen settings and everything. But, you know, a lot of those games run just good. Neo Geo 30. If you're wondering which 30, there you go. It's not that many. Oh, I hit the top button. The bumpers will jump letters. Neo Geo CD, probably a lot more. 22, actually, not a lot more, but more. Metal Slug 1, 2, Neo Geo Drift Out. Nintendo NES, only 50. Wow, this is interesting because there's so many games for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Wow, interesting set here. Neo Geo Pocket, 15 Neo Geo Pocket Color, 123 Odyssey 2, 133 Open Bore, 57 Zurich, 136 DOS games. There's actually some pretty cool DOS games like Warcraft, Dune 2. Am I the only one that just wants to see another Dune game? Like Dune and Command and Conquer? Like, am I the only one wanting more of that? Okay. Like Warcraft. Warcraft 2 was great. Warcraft 3 went in a different direction. PC Engine 37. PC Engine CD 25. Pico. 1,600 games. Okay, that'll pad up those games quite a bit. Pokemon Mini, 45. Ports, 18. Let's see what's installing here. Ports are kind of cool. We've got, oh, okay, this is what I was telling you, that it's got the Sinden Light Gun for player 1, player 2, as well as the other ones, the setup to stop your Sinden Light Gun to turn off the bezels and everything. Some of you are like, what are you talking about? Okay, well, once you get a Sinden Light Gun, you'll know what I'm talking about, but you have to stop and start it before you start using it. By the way, I'm just on my computer here while I'm loading these things. The file size, it's 476 gigabytes. I got it from Arcade Punks. It's 512 billion bytes, 74,186,000 bytes. If you're trying to get it to fit on an SD card, I'm putting it on a Samsung Evo Select, not the Plus, but the Select, a little cheaper. Save some money. Sega Rally's on here as well for PSP. PSP Minis, probably a lot of these because they're pretty light. 294. PlayStation, only 30 games, not too many PlayStation games. So some of you might be like, oh man. And I think that's going to be the biggest people who are like, oh, I don't, I want something bigger. Settings, and then we have Sammy at 32, Sega Saturn at 80, Scum VM at 10, Super Famicom 173, Sega Genesis 70, Sega Genesis Minis 85, Sega 32X, oh my goodness, 19, Sega CD, wow, Sega 20, SG-1000, and then we got SC-3088, SC-3000, 25, oh my god. This is crazy. 173. Wow. So not a lot of Super Nintendo. Some people might be upset about that, but you can easily drag and drop those. Sega CD 25. That's pretty cool. These have the really good soundtracks. Nice, nice, nice. Man, I honestly, if you just give me a day and these games, whew, that's all I need. Solaris 10. These are those Zelda games here. Pretty nice collection here. Satellaview. More Nintendo, 34. Super Graphics, 5 probably. Yep, the same 5. Sufami, Turbo, 13. Thomas. Now, I'm not familiar with this. It's in another language, it looks like. I do not know what this is. Okay. Texas Instruments, 99. 93. TIC, 80. 282, TurboGrafx 16, 57, TurboGrafx CD, 47. Wow, that's quite a bit here. Castlevania's on there. Nice. Lord of Thunder, Red Alert is on here. Zack 3. Vectrix. Oh my goodness, it goes on. 67. Video Pack. 34. Virtual Boy. 26. Wonder Swan. 128. Wonder Swan Color. 92. X1. 169. Sharp 6800. 92. Z Machine. We're almost at the end. 30. And ZX Sinclair. 43. And then look at these. These are all by the decade. Every decade. I want to show you this because just look at the graphics as you go between years. Okay, that was kind of not a big jump. Not a huge jump. Not a huge jump. Getting better. More color for sure. Ooh, more UI, more user interface there. Ooh, now we're looking pretty good. 1985. Oh, wow. You got like some more details. People really drawing in those pixels at that point. 1987. Ooh, look at that. Afterburner. Come on. Afterburner. Nice. Moving along. Altered Beast. Man, look at these classics. People ahead of their time for sure. And then the 90s. The 90s are really where you start to get some pretty cool stuff going on, where the backgrounds are really cool. Wow. Some light gun stuff. 1994. Man, the 90s. Impressive times until the 2000s. And then 2000. It only goes up to 2002, even though the system goes way, 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 way higher.
Ready. Ready. Fight. Up the glass. Tornado claw. Yes. Up the glass. Shoot. Up the glass. Up the glass. Round one. Fight! Ice beam! Ice beam! You lose. Round two. Ice beam! Ice beam! Ice beam! Round 3. You win. Round.
So there you have it. Impressive stuff. I got to give this one, I got to give it grade wise, as a proofreader, as like, I got to give it an A minus because as we saw, it's missing some video snaps. The bezels are kind of boring. It's just kind of a brown box, but it is a specific image doing a really nice justice, custom graphics, custom everything. ROMs wise, I might just grab this and grab all those customized ROMs, like some games I've never even heard of, hard to find games or rare games, you know, a little more cult classic type games. I'm all about that. I got to give that the praise it deserves for that. So if there was like a V2, which just like somebody went through and kind of cleaned it up, it's an A. A any day of the week. But that's what I think. Let me know what y'all think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.